Hello again. This is my WireWorld program project. Uh, I've did a lot to make this look like a WireWorld game. Uh, let's get started showcasing it. So this is the left click, makes all these conductors, and then right click. And makes it the electrons move. Then the step, you can see each step of the simulation, and then reset the board. So yeah, that is basically the progress. So how this works, I've changed up how the vectors are set up. So it is now, okay. So now it is a cell state instead of a bool. So it grabs this first number, then it grabs this second number, and then basically makes 15 rows and then 15 columns, which being a cell state, which is the states: an empty, conductor, electron head, electron tail. And all these basically can be one of these four in the drawing panel. So I added a new method, which is the right click, which turns it into an electron head. And then I changed up how the left click works, which makes it can be either a conductor or an empty. And the paint, I changed up how it draws each cell, which if the data is any one of these, it will draw it being conductor, yellow. If it's a electron head, it's blue. And then if it's a tail, then it's red. And empty, black. And the main window, this is where the simulation happens. I added a play game event, pause, next step, reset, and then a timer. So how the play button works is, well, first of all, in the constructor, this is the status bar is created first. So down here, this is created as 3 slots, and then for each of these slots, it makes these text. So the grid, it shows, so the grid width and height, it shows these as the numbers. For the time, it shows that for this, and then electrons, and that's how that works. I haven't made the time work yet, but the electrons work and the grid works. So for the electrons, I made this so it goes through each row. It returns an int, so for each row, if one is a electron head, it goes up 1, and then it goes out here, which returns a number, and then it sets and passes that number to this method, and then it sets it to this value or variable. So it'll be 1. So right now it's 1. And then 1. So next up, next up. So the toolbar is up here. So it grabs the icons from these files, and then it stores it or makes it a bitmap. And then I add the bitmap to the toolbar, and then this line shows the toolbar here. Without it, this won't show up. And then the timer, which allows this play game, this play game to work. So when you click play game, it starts this time, and every time it goes through this method every 100 milliseconds. So yeah, that's how that works. And then the pause button just stops this, makes it a 0. And then the next step, basically you manually are doing this method, which it goes through each row, and then if it's an electron head, it goes to a tail, then tail to a conductor, and then if that conductor, the conductor is a conductor. If a electron head is next to it, it'll turn into an electron head. So that's what this method is for. Basically grabs the position of north, east, southwest, and cardinal directions, and then it makes it, if the electron head is next to it, it will make itself an electron head. We talked about this. So next up is the reset game method, which is basically goes through each row and then turns it into an empty. So anywhere on this board, and you reset it, it just makes it empty. The refresh is for so you can actually see it. If I didn't have this refresh, then it wouldn't show anything. Nothing would happen, but the data is happening, but you wouldn't see it in the grid. I changed up how it's initialized, which sets it to empty. So without this drawing panel, you wouldn't see any of this, but all this is still happening, but you just can't see it. That's why we have the drawing panel, so it can show up. And then I think that is all for this. Yeah, that's basically how this works. I haven't made a user input to input the grid size yet. Kind of wanted to make the game work first, and after that or maybe before that, I'll fix this time so when you play it, it'll start a timer. Uh, and then, yeah, that's basically WireWorld. Next up is to do those and then make a save. So, and then import that save or load that save back up and then have whatever you want. So, till then.